I still remember the cold, cruel glare in my father's eyes as he looked me up and down, voice dripping with contempt. "You're wasting your life," he said, voice trembling with righteous indignation. "You think you're some kind of hero? You're just a damn fool chasing fairy tales. You'll fail, just like every other stupid dreamer before you. You're an embarrassment to this family." That was 5 years ago, an eternity in my mind, and I still hear those words echoing in my mind every single day. Back then, I was just a young climate scientist, pouring my soul into what I believed was a solution to heal our dying cities, urban soil regeneration using ancient microbial techniques. It was my passion, my purpose. But the world, my peers, my own family, they all mocked me. They called it pseudoscience, a ridiculous gardening gimmick, a waste of time and money. My boss at the lab, the colleagues I once admired, they turned their backs. When I presented my findings, they smeared me, accused me of manipulating data, sabotaged my reputation. I was publicly dismissed, humiliated, cast out like some failed experiment. And yet in those darkest moments, something inside me refused to die. I knew my work was real. I had seen the transformation firsthand. The barren rooftop where no plant dared to grow now burst with life. Microbes I studied, ancient and resilient, had begun to rebuild the soil, restoring not just greenery but hope. I was convinced this was the future, the answer to our urban decay. So I left my old life behind, faced the ridicule, the betrayal, and threw myself headlong into my mission. I worked day and night, secretly at first, on rooftops, abandoned lots, neglected city corners, places others had given up on. I built tiny ecosystems, microcosms of renewal. And slowly, the results started to speak for themselves. Years passed. My methods, once mocked as pseudoscience, began to catch fire. Cities around the world started adopting microbial urban soil regeneration. Gardens sprouted in concrete jungles. Food grew on rooftops. Air quality improved. People took notice. I became a pioneer, a leader in a field that was dismissed as impossible. And then came the breakthrough, a massive urban renewal project in a city that had once been a symbol of neglect. We transformed a sprawling, abandoned lot into a lush, thriving green space. Trees, flowers, even small wildlife returned. It was a miracle, a testament to what resilience and faith could accomplish. All the while, my family remained in the dark, stuck in their dismissive worldview. I never returned home during those years. What was the point? They never believed in me, never saw the truth behind my work. To them, I was still that foolish girl chasing a pipe dream. Until one day, I decided to go back. I needed to show them, not just tell them, that I had made something meaningful out of my life, that I had proved them wrong. I arrived unannounced, carrying nothing but my success and conviction. My childhood home looked the same, small, worn, a little forgotten. But I knew what I had created, what I had become. I took them to the rooftop of the building next door. 'Twas a modest space, but to me, it was a symbol of everything I had fought for. I knelt down and lifted a handful of soil, the same microbial mixture I'd perfected over years. Within seconds, I saw their eyes widen as they watched the dirt swirl, alive with microbial activity. "Look at this," I said softly. "This is not pseudoscience. This is real. This is the future." Suddenly, the city skyline was alive with color. Flowers blooming, trees sprouting, bees buzzing, the kind of vitality they had mocked and dismissed. My family stood in stunned silence, faces a mix of disbelief, pride, and guilt. Then I turned to my father. His jaw tightened, but his eyes, for a fleeting moment, flickered with something else, perhaps recognition, perhaps regret. "You know," I said, voice trembling with emotion, "all those years you told me I'd fail, that I was an embarrassment? I wonder what you think now. Do you see what I've built? Do you see the life I've brought back from nothing?" He looked away, choking on words, unable to deny what was in front of him. In that moment, I understood something profound. Their ridicule, their doubts, they were just echoes of their own fears and failures. They couldn't see the potential because they lacked the courage to believe in something beyond their limited view. But I had refused to be bound by their cynicism. I realized that success isn't just about the work itself. It's about resilience, conviction, and the relentless pursuit of a better future. I had turned a mockery into a monument of renewal. I had proven that even the most dismissed ideas can bloom into something extraordinary when nurtured with hope and perseverance. And as I looked into their faces, I felt a deep, cathartic release. I had finally shown them, and more importantly, shown myself, what it means to believe in your purpose, even when the world laughs at you. Because in the end, success isn't just building something tangible. It's about transforming doubt into triumph. It's about turning ridiculous dreams into reality, proof that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unlikely places. I smiled, and for the first time in years, I felt at peace. I had become what I always knew I could be, a healer of the earth, a testament to resilience, and a living answer to all those who said I couldn't. And maybe, just maybe, my journey has planted a seed in them too. The seed of hope that even the most dismissed ideas can one day grow into the brightest, most unstoppable force.